Someone's father kissed his children goodbye that night. Someone's mother texted, landed safely before takeoff. Someone's husband said, I'll call you when I get there. 239 people, all of them, had someone waiting. March 8th, 2014, Kuala Lumpur International Airport, 12:41 in the morning. Malaysia Airlines flight, MH370 lifted off the runway, bound for Beijing. A 5-hour flight, completely routine. The kind of flight nobody remembers. 40 minutes later, the air traffic controller sent a routine message. No reply. He tried again. Silence. He looked at his radar screen. The plane was gone. Not crashed, not signaling. Just gone. What the military radar showed next changed everything. The plane had turned around deliberately. Someone or something had taken control of that aircraft and pointed it in the complete wrong direction. Back across Malaysia, over the Strait of Malacca, into the dark. And nobody had said a single word. For 6 more hours, that plane flew. 6 hours, while families slept, while airports waited, while the world had no idea. It flew south, deep into the Indian Ocean, one of the most remote, most unforgiving places on the surface of this earth. And then, the satellite signal stopped. At Beijing Capital Airport, the arrivals board showed MH370 on time. Then, delayed. Then, nothing. A woman who had come to pick up her husband stood in the arrivals hall, watching that board. For 3 hours, she didn't move. She didn't eat. She just watched, waiting for a name to appear that would never appear again. The search that followed was unlike anything in aviation history. 26 countries, hundreds of ships and aircraft, satellite imagery from 5 nations. They searched an area of ocean larger than most countries on Earth for weeks, then months, and they found nothing. Not a seat, not a life jacket, not a single piece of wreckage. The ocean had simply swallowed it whole. Then in July 2015, 16 months after the plane vanished, a man walking on a beach on Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean found a piece of grey metal, a wing fragment called a flaperon. Investigators confirmed it. It was from MH370, one piece, out of an entire aircraft. One piece, from an ocean that gave back nothing else. And then the question that haunted everyone. What happened in that cockpit? The captain had been flying for 30 years. No distress. No record of instability. No reason. Some investigators believed he turned the plane around himself. That he flew south deliberately, for reasons nobody will ever understand. Others believe the cabin depressurized. That everyone, including the pilots, lost consciousness silently, and the plane flew on autopilot, a ghost, until the fuel ran out over an empty ocean. Nobody knows. Nobody has ever known. There was a woman in Beijing. Her son was on that flight every single day. For 12 years, she kept his room exactly as he left it. His shoes by the door. his jacket on the chair, his phone charger still plugged in. She told a reporter, "Mine, I keep it ready. Because if I pack it away, it means I've accepted he isn't coming back. And I haven't accepted that. I will never accept that." In 2018, a private company called Ocean Infinity entered the search on their own terms. No payment unless they found it. They sent underwater robots into the depths of the southern Indian Ocean, mapping the ocean floor kilometer by kilometer, in darkness so complete that human eyes have never seen it. They found nothing. In March 2025, Malaysia signed one final agreement, $70 million, if they found it. Ocean Infinity returned at new ship, new technology, the same ocean, the same silence waiting for them. On January 23, 2026, the search vessel Armada 8605 turned away from the search area. No announcement. The ship simply pointed toward port and sailed away, leaving 140,000 square kilometers of ocean floor behind it. Every centimeter searched, every centimeter empty. On March 8, 2026, 12 years to the exact day, Malaysia officially confirmed the search is over. No wreckage found, no black box recovered, no explanation given. 239 people have no grave. Their families have no place to go, no headstone to put flowers on, no earth to kneel beside, just an ocean that keeps everything. There is something that never leaves you. When you read about this case, a 5-year-old child was left at home while their parent boarded the plane. That child is now 17. They have grown up their entire conscious life, not knowing if their parent is dead, not knowing where, not knowing why, not knowing anything. 12 years of not knowing is not a wound, it is a life. The Indian Ocean is the third largest ocean on Earth. Its average depth, 3,800 meters. In some places, over 8,000. The pressure at those depths would crush a submarine. The darkness is total. The silence is absolute. And somewhere, elusive in all of that, there is a Boeing 777 with seats and windows and luggage in the overhead bins and 239 people who just wanted to get home. The last confirmed signal from MH370 was a routine automatic handshake from the plane's satellite system, pinging a satellite above at 8:19 in the morning. Not a distress call, not a message, just a machine quietly telling the world, I am still here. And then, nothing, even the machine went silent. At Beijing Capital Airport, there is still an arrivals board. Flights land every minute. Names appear. Families embrace. People go home. And somewhere in the memory of that airport, there is a slot that should have read MH370 arrived. Oh, 6:30. That slot never updated. That flight never arrived. Those 239 people never came home, and the ocean has never told anyone why. 12 years, the most expensive search in aviation history, and still no answer. If this story moved you, there are more. Subscribe to Shadow Archives. Stories history forgets to feel.